Hey, so I am sick this week, so I don't know if there'll be a Friday video. I'm going to try, but I don't know if I'll have it in me. I kind of got a bit of a sinus infection among a few other problems, but don't worry, guys. I'm fine. It's just, I'm not sure if I'm going to get another video up. So it's just kind of like a forewarning, but yeah. So after the whole recap about the vampire war being initiated, we get to see that the humans are having their own little war council, and we get to meet another white-haired cutie. I am so blessed in this freaking anime. There are so many cuties. Also, this one is voiced by Jerry Jewell, which I could tell right away. Jerry, how many white-haired characters are you going to voice? Gurren is also at this meeting, and he is sleeping. Oh my god, I just love this guy so much. Oh, it's hilarious. He doesn't care about anybody. He even insults them. He's like, you guys are nothing. You guys bore me. I'd rather sleep. This obvious villain-looking dude is also here. Who screwed up your face, boy? Has the apocalypse not been kind to you? This guy, I took one look at him and I was like, this guy is a villain. I don't care what his real role in is. He's a villain. That is a villain face. My favorite moment of this episode was definitely here when Gurren leaves the meeting. Freaking you, who had been just lying in wait, just jumps at him with this really funny kick, only for Gurren to catch him. It was hilarious.
One punch, one shot will never break me again.
After a very impressively high kick to the head, finally Yu has permission to go and get his demon weapon. Farad, with his gaydar, continues to ask and maybe taunt Mika about when he's gonna go and save his angel. Mika goes back to the shack he used to live in with his dead family, and he comes across a little boy who he reaches for without thinking, probably thinking of you or one of the dead family members, only for another kid who misinterpreted the scene to step in front of him and protect the kid. And Mika's like, I'm a monster now, and he just kind of sadly just stops for a moment and then he leaves. Oh, it was sad. Meanwhile, in the classroom, Yu gets his test results back, and it is not good. He is not doing so well academically. Shinoa, who was already pretty annoying to me, started to make me hate her as a character when she rips the test away from him and just starts taunting him in front of the whole class just because he got a 0. Come on, man. You're just so rude. I just can't stand her now. This hilariously awkward scene happens. Oh my god, he's so tall, and they're trying to look each other in the eyes, and it's just his head is resting on his head. What the heck? Their fight ends up waking up Gurren, who is really not too pleased. This hilarious punching scene happens, which just astounds me at how in sync they are with their hatred. Gurren ends up unleashing his demon sword in front of the whole class to see who is befitting of moving on and getting their demon weapons. And wow, it was super purple and intense. The sheer power of Gurren's demon ends up making a bunch of people pass out and get sick. And Yu too is pretty much one of the few people who's just not affected. He's freaking out, but he's not being harmed by it somehow, so I assume that Yu too is in fact Satan's child. Look at Gurren's smug face when he watches all those kids pass out. These fools, these insignificant insects, they can't handle this. Ha! Losers. So in the end, big shocker, Yu too, and Shiho are the last ones left, and they qualify to go down into that basement area to get their official demon weapons. Still, Gurren does double check with them because there is a chance they could die. So he specifically asked the weakest looking one, Yu too, are you sure you want to do it. And he has like a little minor freak out / flashback. We again see him reliving the murder of his sister and stuff, proving he does have some deep-seated inner demons. And I don't mean the demons that are going to possess him when he gets his weapon. Since they all agreed to move forward with making the weapon pact thing, they step forward into this really creepy-looking room with these ogre-like faces, and each ogre face below it has like a roped off weapon. All three step in front of the weapons that they were obviously going to get because the opening kind of spoiled that. So thanks, opening. You really like to spoil the rest of the show, don't you? They really need to be a little bit more careful about what they put in anime openings. I swear to gosh. The episode pretty much ends with you grabbing his sword and then stepping into the magic circle to officially initiate the contract. And that's just pretty much it. So, yeah.